Man, it's been a while. I really contemplated hard on whether or not I wanted to do this video. For multitudes of reasons. For the fact that I've been gone from YouTube for so long. That's one. For two, I don't necessarily want to give this thing attention. I think it's gotten enough. I think it gets too much. I think it's over-dramatized. I think a lot of things, okay? My thoughts, though, aren't the reason behind this video. Right now, our country's facing severe difficulty. Not just our country, our world. This thing has impacted and influenced decisions across the board in multitudes of different ways, between business, personal, relationships. I mean, I don't think there's been an avenue of life that has not been touched by it. I know personally, like, every single thing of my life has gotten touched by this. From my kids going to school all the way to me going to the gym, the way my workflow is now, everything. So, my main purpose of this video is not to be an information console. It's not to be a opinionated console, because I really feel like that's so far out of control right now. Opinions are everywhere. People's thoughts, feelings are running high on this thing. I'm not going there. I want to speak something into the world that matters. It's kind of been my goal with this channel since day one of posting videos. I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to do something that was going to be positive and make positive impact and have positive repercussions. And so that's what I'm trying to stick with in this video. Have faith. I know that's hard to say. I know that's a hard thing, okay? I know this is really bleak for a lot of people. Some people, it's not so bad. Other people, their worlds are completely rocked. You gotta have faith, and you gotta trust, okay? And what I mean by trust, I'm not talking about trust the government. Like I said, this is not an opinionated thing. I'm saying you need to trust that you will get through this, that we will all make it to the other side, and that life will eventually be back in our hands of control. There's so much negativity in the world right now, between the media, the government, everybody on YouTube with all their opinions. Everybody's trying to give a voice to themselves in this thing, and I think that is what's causing so much problem, is because everybody is trying to have a voice, and having a voice doesn't really matter right now. What matters is caring about people, caring about yourself, caring about your family, and just trying to remember that we will get through this. We will get to the other side. Our world has faced demons and monsters for centuries, and we as a society have figured out ways to get to the other side and to progress and to even grow in some situations from these negative, ugly things that happen to us. If I were to really, really say anything, if I were to really, really dive into something to say, my thing right now to say to people would be to love one another and to just trust that we'll get through. Like I said, every avenue of life is affected by this thing, from kids going to school, to people going to the gym, to businesses, to careers, to military, to the civilian, to like everybody's been touched by this. So I felt it was my duty as somebody who has been a part of motivation speaking, of trying to be a positive influence and to be a good person. I feel it's my responsibility to at least try to do a video to try to show my side, what I think, how I feel, and in the positive way that it needs to be brought to the table these days. We are facing right now probably the most adverse times of our lives. A great deal of us. A lot of us are sitting at home on unemployment. A lot of us are trying to figure out how we're going to put food on the table for the kids that weren't supposed to be home. A lot of us are just struck down by this thing. And I want those people to hear me. We will make it through. We will be okay. As much as hope is just fading right now, as much negativity is pouring out right now, as much of unsureness that's in the world right now, one thing you can be certain of, one thing you can be sure of, one thing you can count on and guarantee on is that we will pull through. And I know a lot of you, if any of you watch this video, I don't know, because it's literally been 6 months since I've posted something, maybe even longer. So I don't even know if I'm going to get any views. But the biggest thing right now is to have faith and trust that we will pull through. Love one another. Right now, being there for one another is the biggest thing that we can do. And what I mean by being there for one another, I'm not saying go hug people, because clearly the whole 6 foot social distancing thing and all that stuff is in place. But what I'm saying is love one another in the ways that you can. Call people. See how family members are doing. Check in on people. Show love to your neighbor. Give them a call. Be like, hey, I don't know if you got food or not. If you don't, maybe I can plate you something. Right now is the time to put that next foot forward. Right now is the time to understand that we're all human. This thing levels the playing field. Very few situations are such that you can say that they level the playing field. Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, this person's got this thing over me, that group of people has this thing over me, whatever. In this situation, we're all human. We all face this. We all have the same fears. We all have the same fall-throughs. We all have the same thing. We can all suffer the same fate. So right now, trust that we will make it through. And if you're wondering how I know we're going to make it through, it's because we were blessed by the Creator. We were given life by the Creator. We were anointed by the Creator to live amazing lives here and to do phenomenal things. So that's how I know. And I believe deep in my heart and my soul, we will make it through this. As a country, as a world, as a society, we will stand together in the end of this thing. And maybe this thing needed to happen. Maybe it needed to happen for whatever reason it needed to happen for. The biggest thing is to take away the fact that we will make it through. All right? You just got to stay strong. stay strong and believe that you'll make it through. I'm going to wrap this up by telling you guys I love you. I'm praying every day for your well-being as much as everybody else's. Like right now, I am praying for the world that we see the other side of this thing and that it does not have the most devastating of consequences like some people are saying it's going to. I'm not going to fight. I'm not buying into all that negativity. I'm not. Neither should you. Right now is the perfect time to try to be as positive as possible. Try to look at this thing as positively as you can. And just love one another. I know I'm sounding like a hippie right now, but it's the truth. Love one another, alright? That's all I got for you. I pray for you. I hope you guys are safe and that you remain safe and that you stay of good health. But you're more than welcome to leave comments. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like. You can go back and view some of my older videos. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to put out more content or not, but I had to address this because I care so much for you guys. I care for the people who watch my videos. I care for the people of the world. I care for humanity. And right now, we need a lot more people that care and less people that are trying to make this thing bigger than what it needs to be. Less people trying to put fear into people. Less people freaking out. We need more love right now. More understanding, more kindness. And that's what I want to bring to the table. I hope that you come to that same table and do the same. I'm out.